guys, today I thought I'd talk about eating at school. So this is going to be part of my series, I guess, or collection of videos about school. And I thought I'd give my take on eating at school and how that should go about. I guess the first thing I'll cover is how would you even, who do you eat with, firstly. Because people with eating disorders, or at least me, I have trouble eating in front of other people, but I also have trouble eating on my own, willingly, in public, in front of people, if you see a difference. So I remember last semester what I did a lot near the end was I would eat my lunch alone in this room called the study room. At the same time as I was eating, I would study, or I would read notes or something. That way I was eating, getting what I'm supposed to be doing done, and I was also studying, which is always a plus. And most importantly, I wasn't paying attention to what other people were doing around me, because our eating disorder can often scream at us, telling us that people are judging us, or that we're fat, or that people are thinking about how much pig we are. So if I'm not looking at other people, my eating disorder doesn't realize that there's people around potentially watching me, but probably not. Who watches other people eat, if you think about it? No, it doesn't happen. But if you're comfortable eating in front of other people, I say go ahead and eat in front of your friends. For some people that might work too. To have people around you might might encourage you to be more normal and want to eat around other people and eat different things. And also, if you're with other people, you guys can talk while you're eating, and it'll sort of take the emphasis off of you and your food, and it'll probably change your mind about things. And I don't know, it helps you because you know that you're not alone eating, and it's totally normal to eat, and that everyone does it, and that it can also be a social thing, and you can meet with friends. You can also meet with friends for lunch and stuff, and if you make an arrangement to eat with someone, you're gonna feel like you have to do it. So even if you don't feel like eating, it'll force you to eat, and it'll be a reason for you to show up and eat your lunch. And speaking of when you should eat, for those of you that have set hours, if you're in high school or elementary school, and you have a lunch period or lunchtime, and you have to eat in the caf, I say go ahead and eat with a group of people. If you eat alone, you're going to be too focused on yourself, especially in a huge room of people eating and food and stuff like that. So I suggest finding a group of people, or if you don't want to eat around people, go eat with a teacher or something like that. And people won't make fun of you, and if they do, don't listen to them, because you're doing this for yourself and you want yourself to get better. And if they're making fun of you, then they need the help, okay? So don't listen to other people. Eat with a teacher if you want, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Otherwise, if you want to eat alone in the caf, go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just try to not sit alone in the corner, because that's way obvious, and then people will notice you. But if you want to eat alone, find a table that's pretty full, and just find an empty spot and just eat there. And while you're eating, you can look at your phone, or look at your iPod, or read a book while you're eating or something, and then it'll change your mind off of things, and you won't be focusing so much on other people. And if you don't have a lunchtime or a set period like me, if you're in college or university, or CEGEP if you're in Quebec, and you have to find your own time for lunch, I know that with your schedules it can be really tough to find time, a set time for you to have a lunch, especially if you have an eating disorder and you have all these rituals, and you take a little bit longer than the average person to eat. So what I would say is, set yourself a good half hour somewhere. If you don't have a break, let's say from 11 to 2 you have straight classes, bring a snack or something and eat at 2, or something like that. But I don't really suggest, eating on the go, because a lot of the time you might either A, forget, like, how much you're supposed to eat, and you'll probably underestimate what you're eating, or two, you might just, not eat at all, which is never good. So set, like, an allotted time for you to eat, like, set your own lunch period. That's my biggest suggestion. And if you really don't have time, just bring snacks and eat snacks all day long. No, I'm just kidding. But, like, I don't know, if you guys don't have any time at all, you could talk to someone that's in charge of schedules, explain to them your situation, and ask them to, like, talk to the teacher and ask if you could get out, like, 15 minutes early to go have your lunch or something like that. People are usually pretty understanding about eating disorders, especially, like, teachers and people in charge of your school. And they'll make time for you, and they'll find an arrangement for you, even if you're in university. I know my school did that. My mom asked, and I was like, I can take care of myself. But, you can always find ways. No one's going to leave you, like, out there in the open with your eating disorder. Like, no one's going to do that to you. And I guess, like, my final suggestion would be to pack your own lunch. Firstly, because if you don't have a lot of time to eat, you can always separate out your lunch and you don't have to carry a tray around with you. So, like, let's say you have, like, a sandwich, you have a yogurt, you have milk, and you have cheese, and all those different types of things for lunch, and you only have, like, 10 minutes in between each class. Between one class, 10 minutes to eat your sandwich. Between the next class, 10 minutes to eat your yogurt, You know what I mean? So you could do that. And secondly, you'll know what's inside of your lunch in advance, so you can, like, mentally prepare for it. Or, you know that it's going to be, like, something that is sort of safe. Or, because I don't know, for me, at the stage that I'm at, I wouldn't suggest trying something new at school. I mean, if you're ready, then go ahead and do it. But for me, I know that if I bring, like, a fear food to school, that is not going to end well. I'll just be anxious and I won't be able to concentrate. So, eating is your priority, and then school is your next priority while you're at school. So, eat what is necessary. Like, eat something from each food group, have a really good lunch, and if you have to have breakfast there too, have a good breakfast. And when you get home, that's the time to try new fear foods and, try new things and, try to go forward in your recovery. But at school, it's time to concentrate on school. You have an eating disorder, but, you have to put that aside in your mind, do what you have to do, eat your meals, and then concentrate on schoolwork. So, eating is necessary for everyone, and school is necessary. So, eating comes with school, okay? You can't go to school and not eat. If you're doing that, then that's very bad. Someone's going to find out, and you're going to end up in the hospital, so don't do that. So, yeah, eating comes with school. It's not a choice. It's an obligation. And finally, I think I said finally already, but I have another point. Since you're going to be trying new fear foods at home and trying to make some variety in your choices, I suggest, try to choose various different lunches every day. Like, don't have the same safe sandwich every day. You at least try to change the bread, change the meat, change the cheese, something like that. Something that's relatively safe, but try to change what you're eating. I mean, that's good for your digestive system too. So, yeah, I'm going to make a video about, like, my ideas for school lunches and school breakfasts and stuff. So I'll cover all that there. And I guess that's all I have to say. If you guys have any questions, leave them down below or send me a message on here, on Tumblr or anything. And I hope you guys have a good back to school, and let me know how school's going for you guys. And I don't know, I'll talk to you guys soon.